So now let's talk about variables, in a specific char variables, that is most important variable in C language that can carry char value, character value. Let's go on. First of all, I want to talk about char variable. Char has 8 bits that we can say that it can save 1 byte of data, because every 8 bit of data is 1 byte. Remember that. Let's see what kind of number it can store in it. Please open your Windows calculator. You can see it by yourself. If you open it for the first time, it will open on a standard page. You can see it here. But we want a programmer function of it. Go to programmer. So we want to talk about char or byte. Byte and char is 8-bit data and variable. So in this section you see converting of this number to hex, hexadecimal, and decimal, and binary and octal. Let's go to bit toggling keypad and click here until you see just this 8-bit. So you can see in a byte or char that this is, there is 8 places or 8-bit. 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 4 place, till 8 place. That can be stored 1 or 0. It can be 1 or 0, every which one of them. This is called binary number. If you make it 1, make this bit 1, so it show decimal value. You select here to show me decimal value, hex value, and binary value. These three, this, and this is most important thing in C language. Let's see how much value it can carry. This bit, if it's B1, it give me 1. If second bit is 1, it give me number 2 in decimal. If third place is 1, so it give me 4, and so on. Place of this is 0. Place of this is 1. Place of this is 2. Place of this is 4. Place of this is 7. It is so important. In C language, every places start from 0, not from 1. It's start from 0. What is it? This value is 2 power its place number. 2 power 0, it give me 1. 2 power 1, it give me 2. 2 power 2, it give me 4. 2 power 3, it give me 8. 2 power 3 is like this. 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 equal 8. And so on. Its power of it, 2 power of its place. 2 power of its place. Let's not talk about it. This I will show you why it is negative. So when we say it is 8 bit of data, it has place of 0 to 7. Place of 0 to 7. Not 1 to 8. It has place of 0 to 7. It is very important. Let's talk about decimal and binary. This kind of showing the number is binary. And when you talk about money, you talk about decimal data that you can see here. When you say $1,000, it is a decimal value that you can show it in binary value or hex value. We will talk about hex in future, but you can see that you can convert them in here. So I wanna go to this full keypad and write 1,000. You be sure that you change this limitation. Then you can write 1,000. And it will give you hex value for that. And it will give you binary value for that. You can see binary value for 1,000. So you can show any number in hex or binary or decimal. It is all the same. It is all equal. Now we know we can save number in char, but what is char limitations? Char can store negative and positive values, so let's try to reach its limitation. So again, we put it in byte and zeroed all of them. If we make this 1, give me 1. If make the second bit 1, it give me 3. So I make all of them 1. It give me 127. It is max positive value that it can store in it. But when it's all 0 and this bit, what is this bit? This bit is for say to compiler to see if it is negative or positive. If it is 0, so it is positive. But if it is 1, we will tell to compiler that we want to use negative value. Of course, in a C language, you can use decimal like this. Use this. And you can use hex value. And you can use binary value. In some cases, binary value is easier to use when you want to make a port high or low, or a pin of a port high or pin of a port low. So this tree is so important in C, and you should learn them. Now you see, by make this bit 1, we tell the compiler, tell the calculator that we want to have negative value. If all of them is 1, you see that it gives me -1. If we 0, we make this bit 0, it gives me -2. It gives me -3. It gives me -5. Just watch this. You don't need to memorize anything. You have Google, and in compiler in C, you don't need to know everything. I will show you how to understand this in easiest way in C. Everything in C can be so much easy that everyone can understand it. This bit is called less valuable bit, and this bit is called most valuable bit. This bit is called LSB as well, and this bit is called MSB as well. There is a time that you just want a positive value, so you prefer instead of this to char have just from minus 128 to 127. You want just positive value, so in C you should write it like this, unsigned. Let's go to compiler. If you say char I, so I can store minus 128 to 127. But if you define it and use it like this, unsigned char j, no, j can have value from 0 to 255. Just watch this, and when we start coding, it will all be clear to you. Just be patient. When you try to have an age of person, you should not use int, because int use 32 bit of RAM, 32 bit of RAM, and you just need like 7 bit or 8 bit. So you should use char or byte. This is so important that you try to use char as much as you can, and don't use int unless you have to. And that's why we should use char instead of. And for age and all things like age, we don't want negative value, so we should write it like this, because age can't be negative. Last example that we have int navid age. No, we use char or byte. Char navid age equal 28 semicolon, char mic age equal 26 if navid age greater than mic age printf show us. Printf, it will be translated to English to show us or print for us. is older than Mike and semicolon. Else, if Mike age greater than Navid age, then Mike is older than Navid. So let's run this code. Navid is older than Mike. Let's give it this value. Mike is older than Navid. So now we use less RAM. We use less RAM than before. In next chapter, I will show you all variable in C to see how much RAM we save if we use char or any other variables. Thank you.